So I'm going to go ahead and get started. My name is Keith McMullen. I'm CEO of Sukavu, and I'm just if this is your first time hearing from us, welcome. We appreciate you jumping on the call, and we're excited. We've been in business for about 2.5, almost 3 years, but we've been producing products for about, gosh, not 9 years now. So we have some really good stuff. We've made it a finite science about making products that are good for people and that people can enjoy. So I'm 49 years old, and I'm right about the age where things start to affect me more than they used to. And one of the biggest things I think, and it's really interesting that Zane and I are similar in this, is both of my grandfathers, both of them passed away before I was born. So that's not great. And they both passed away from heart issues. So I'm trying to do my best to take care of myself and my heart. And so what I've been doing, at least for the past few years, is I've been taking some different products. This is one, I don't know if I should put the name on there, but anyway, this is a product that I've been taking consistently. And this is a product that I've been taking consistently. If you see beets on there, it's because it's a beet product. And so I'm really trying to take care of myself. Now, we have a product that we put out just a few, gosh, I would say about 3-4 weeks ago, but we've been working on this for a long time, and there's obvious reasons for myself, for other folks that are in my same boat. Zane, the same thing's happening with him. He has some heart issues that run in his family. So we're trying to take care of ourselves. And so what we've been working on for years, and we've finally produced, and I'll tell you why, is this product. Okay, so it's the Nox product. It's the Kavu Nox Boost. And here's the reason why. This product right here is great. However, it doesn't have, and this is the best of its kind. There's probably hundreds of different products that are very similar to this. And this one I found to be the best of its kind. This one right here is also the best of its kind, but these two are different. They both have different things in them, and they both have really good ingredients in them, but they're both different. This is the only product that there is on the market with what is in here, the L-arginine, L-citrulline, and Zane's going to go into all that stuff. I'm not going to even try and tell you all the good stuff about it. Just trust me, I know it's pretty amazing. So this is the only product on the marketplace that has everything that these other products have together. There is no other product like it. And so that's why we're so excited to talk to you guys about it. But I'm actually not, I'm not going to talk anymore because I want to get to the roots and the guts of this and let the main person talk to you about this. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Zane, and we're going to hear some testimonials. We're going to hear from Steve Jameson, of course. But I want to tell you a little bit about Zane. Zane Gray is a really good friend of mine. We've known each other for close to 10 years. We have some similarities and we have some differences, and I'm so thankful for Zane because of what he has put together in this product and all the other products that we produce. Zane has been instrumental in the creation of every single one of our products, and he's put them together in a way, and it's because he cares. It's not because he's wanted to make a bunch of money or he's wanted to copy another product or anything like that. The reason why he's put products together is because he loves formulating. He loves putting the products together, and because he loves what it can do for people. So it's really, it's interesting when a new product comes out that's not ours and it's really good. He's very tempted to start into another product. We have a lot of products right now, and if there's a product out there that works like gangbusters, we will look into it. But I will tell you, there is nobody else on this call or in this company that cares as much as Zane does. So I'm going to pass it off to him and let him tell you about this amazing product. So again, thanks for jumping on the call. Zane, it's all you.
Thank you, Keith. Yeah, Keith and I have known each other for quite a while. And one of the things I appreciate about Keith is that he's always supportive of, go make more, go get more cannabinoids. What can we do? I feel like I'm dark. There we go. Let's see if a little light helps. And that is where I like to play. I'm going to share my screen with you guys here, if I can do that. Oh, if you'll let me share my screen. Let's see. Is that an option? Tammy, can you let me share my screen? Or Keith, or
You
someone?
can. You're co-host.
Oh, it's not letting me. There we go. So let me go to this and click on this. So obviously today we're going to talk about heart health and why cannabinoids play a role in that and how they play a role in that, but also how we were able to take our cannabinoids and blend it with other natural ingredients to create a product that I really believe is better than any other product you're going to find as far as a nitric oxide product. First, Keith kind of talked about our whys and our families. And I just want to show you a picture of my family. You can see me on the screen. Obviously, I'm the bald guy here. That's my wife. And this is our family. These are our 8 kids. And Keith talked about, his family. And I grew up, I didn't never meet my grandpas. They were both dead before I was born, just like Keith. And my great grandfather died at 39 years old from a heart attack, and heart disease runs in my family. And so when we started extracting cannabinoids clear back in 2013, I wasn't really interested in finding something for my heart. I didn't know that there were cannabinoids that could help my heart. I knew that there were cannabinoids that could help with inflammation. And one of the leading heart surgeons that I had an opportunity to visit with clear back in 2014, he kept talking about how the real killer is inflammation. Inflammation in our blood stream. He talks about how our arteries, we talk about cholesterol, but he's like, what happens is, he talked all about how sugars they're scraping against the walls and basically making all those arteries inflamed, and then the cholesterol will attach and adhere to it. And he was like, if you can figure out a way to reduce inflammation in people's bodies, you can help with their heart issues. And so I decided a long time ago, I want to be around for these guys. I want to be around for these 8 kids. And I know that's crazy to have 8 kids, but we love them and we're excited. So I want you to know why I do this. I'm getting choked up. I have amazing kids and an amazing wife. And when I got high blood pressure and was diagnosed and the doctor started putting me on medication, the medication made me feel sluggish. I developed a persistent cough. I didn't like how I felt. And although it helped me start reducing my blood pressure, I figured there had to be better things. And Keith is right. We started working on this product years ago. And we're trying to find the right blends and the right things to make it work. Sorry, I got a little emotional there. But this is why, as a company, why we do what we do is it's to live healthier, to live better, and then to create an opportunity for people to actually make some money doing this. So at my core, I started studying the endocannabinoid system. Every animal and vertebrate animals, which humans are, we all have an endocannabinoid system, or an ECS, and we all have one. So if we have one, what is its job? That's like saying we all have a respiratory system or a circulatory system or an immune system, and every system in our body has a specific job. Your endocannabinoid system and my endocannabinoid system are designed simply, there's that cough I developed, are simply designed to keep our other systems in balance. And so when our immune system is out of balance, the endocannabinoid system goes to work trying to help it get into balance. And if we have a lack of cannabinoids in our body, then it can't do its job. So when we figured this out, when doctors started figuring this out really in the 80s and 90s, they started figuring out that, hey, our bodies have these endocannabinoid receptors, the CB1 and CB2 receptors in our body, and they're designed to receive cannabinoids. Okay, how can we introduce more cannabinoids and get that system in balance? And that is what we as a company have strived to do. So the next question then becomes, okay, how does it help my heart? Well, we're going to talk about a couple things, but one of the things we're going to talk about is how we can reduce inflammation, how by keeping our endocannabinoid system in balance, it helps our heart function better. And really, since we're talking about heart health today, we want to talk about not only cannabinoids in our heart, but also a few other products in our heart and things that can help it a lot. Okay. So that's the goal. I want to tell you again a little bit about me. I grew up on a farm. I'm a farmer. I'm a nerd. I love to study. I love to read. I love to read as many studies as I can. I will tell you, Crystal on our corporate team, Crystal, Keith's wife, she reads more than I do though. And she'll send me things. I read this study, I saw this study, and we work together to try to create the very best cannabinoids, number one. And not only that, then how can we apply that and those cannabinoids? How can they work efficiently with other products? So I want to show you our plants. These are our girls. These are all female hemp plants. And we have 88 different strains of hemp that we are currently growing. The reason that we do that is simply because of this next screen I'm going to show you is right here, is because we're trying to extract as many cannabinoids as we can. So if my body has an endocannabinoid system, then I need to be able to introduce cannabinoids into that system. So there are a lot of cannabinoids. There are 115 plus that we know of. Some of them are endocannabinoids, meaning our bodies naturally produce them, like anandamide. That's a naturally occurring cannabinoid that our body produces. But there are a lot of cannabinoids that are produced by plants, cruciferous leafy greens specifically, but also other plants produce cannabinoids as well. And so we grow our hemp because hemp is the easiest way for us to extract cannabinoids. And so when a hemp plant is grown, the precursor is either CBGVA or CBGA. These are cannabinoids, cannabigerolic acid. When we synthase that acid, it's going to convert to some of these cannabinoids. Now, the most common cannabinoid that most people are familiar with is this one right here that I'm circling, this delta-9 THC. People are familiar with that because a lot of people have been smoking cannabis plants or ingesting cannabis plants to get this delta-9. This is what gets you high, okay? This particular cannabinoid, as a company, we stay away from this one. We stay completely away from it because we have a couple of goals. Number one, it's not to get anybody high. That's not our goal. Our goal is also to make sure that everybody who takes our products, they will never test positive on a drug test. We don't want them to potentially lose their job or get in trouble if they live in a different state or a different country that doesn't allow delta-9. And so we mediate or remediate the delta-9. We get any of this THC acid or any of the delta-9 that potentially could come as we heat the product up and decarboxylate it. None of our products contain THC. So this particular product that Keith is talking about, this nitric oxide, we take this CBGA and then it converts right down here. When we decarboxylate it or we heat it up, it converts to CBG. And this is a particular cannabinoid that we love. And in this particular product, in our nitric oxide product, we have focused strictly with CBG. Most of the products that we make contain multiple cannabinoids, but we focus simply with this one to have CBG because CBG has presented itself as an antiarrhythmic and an anti-hypertension. And when we've added that with the ingredient stack I'm going to show you in a second, it just makes all of the other ingredients work together in a better way than any other nitric oxide product. And then we have one other little bit of secret sauce that we've added, which has given us better results than other nitric oxide products as well. So I want you to understand, as a company, our goal, and going back to this picture, if I can move it back, is to take these beautiful plants, extract them, and extract these cannabinoids and these different ones. We have one product that we use this THCV specifically for. We've got other products that we use CBD and CBC and CBG and CBN and CBL and CBDV. So we are constantly, we love CBDV when it comes to certain things. So we're constantly figuring out, how can we make these products or these cannabinoids fit with a product that will help us feel better. So on to the nitric oxide boost. Now, with a lot of the heart doctors and the people that I've worked with, they always mention a couple things. For example, citrulline. A lot of people know citrulline is great. You naturally occurring in watermelon. We know citrulline is really good at helping us increase our nitric oxide levels in our body. They also know that L-arginine is good, or glutathione or methionine, and acetylcysteine is really good as well. And so what we did was we set out to take the proper amounts of these ingredients, blended with the right vitamins and minerals. And I'm going to say vitamins and minerals because most of you have probably grown up hearing that in your life: vitamins and minerals, vitamins and minerals. And vitamins, we can get lots of different ways. Minerals, the only way that you can get minerals in your body is to ingest them. You have to take minerals in. And specifically, I'll speak to Americans. We do not get the minerals that we need on a daily basis. We are very fortunate where we live, that we live next to one of the oldest dead sea, I guess it's not a sea, but it's a lake, one of the oldest dead lakes in the world, which naturally produces 100+ different naturally occurring trace minerals. And by adding ionic minerals and adding CBG to this stack of ingredients, we have seen tremendous results when it comes to decreasing blood pressure. And one of the doctors that I work with, he always refers to, blood. Sometimes he says, hey, if we can help it not be sticky blood, he calls it sticky blood. If we can help it not be sticky blood, we've got a winning combination. And so when we were developing this product, we wanted to make sure that we added all of these ingredients with the proper minerals so that our body can absorb them better than any other nitric oxide product. Then we added CBG and made it water soluble so that you could blend the powder, you could drink it, and really quickly you can see results. Now, I'm not going to go into a ton of information about each one of these particular ingredients. I would encourage you, if you want, you can spend a lot of time on Dr. Google. But for us, the key is really the proof's in the pudding. And as a company, we have a 60-day money back guarantee. If you don't love the products, we'll buy it back from you. But we do that simply because we know that anybody who buys our nitric oxide product and uses it is going to see results. You can't not see results because it works. And that's the greatest thing about what we do, is that we get to share, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. We get to share with our friends and our families and people that we care about amazing products that make a difference in their life. So as a company, one of the things we ask people to do is just to sample our products. We ask them to say, try it. If you're over the age of 40 and you live in the world, which obviously if you're breathing, you live in the world. That was terrible. But if you're over the age of 40, the reality is there's a high percentage of us that have high blood pressure. And if we have high blood pressure, we need to be able to get it down. There's a reason they call it the silent killer, because it's doing damage even when we don't recognize it or feel it. I know for me in my life, this has been a game changer. It's a product I take every single day. I am 100% off of my blood pressure medication now, simply because I was able to manufacture and create a product that I knew could help my blood pressure get back to normal levels. And so with that, I don't want you to just hear from me. I would love it if you could hear from people who've actually taken the product and worked on it, or tried it, and what their results have been. And so with that, I'm going to actually ask one of the people on today, Rosa, who has been a great inspiration to me and sent me lots of information and sent me lots of different products. And I love it because it gets me tinkering, gets my brain going. So Rosa, if I could have you come on for a minute and maybe just share what your experience has been with the product, and maybe some of your past experiences as well, and how the product has benefited and changed your life.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you for really coming on to really discover something that is wonderful. Sorry, my voice, I had a cold. So my name is Rosa. I as in my 50s. So what happened is that about 9 years ago, I developed palpitations, and these palpitations would take me from my heart rate would leave from 70 to 165, and the ambulance would come immediately and take me to the emergency room over and over and over again. At least I used to go there at least twice a twice a twice a month. But one morning when my baby was really young, I remember at 5 a.m. crying that please Lord keep me alive to see my kids to live to 20. At that point, I had really high cholesterol of 290, or really high. I was really under stress as a mom raising two kids. And that is the day I said, you know what, I really had to do something. Moreover, also, I was 65 pounds overweight. So, health has always been something for me that is really serious. But surprisingly enough, this December, I went to do my annual test, and my cholesterol was 100 and 290 again. And then my weight was excess, 31 pounds. My blood pressure was really high, about 148 over 98. And the doctor said, what is going on? I said, well, doctor, I don't know. So I had a lot of GI problems too. So I stopped everything. And I really wanted to see how this Carbonox worked for me. So I started taking it. I made sure I'll take my blood pressure in the morning, before and after. I'll take it in the morning and the evening. I recorded everything. I was shocked. I was shocked that my blood pressure dropped so much, and then I started sharing it. And not that I felt so good, it's not, and I didn't take anything else. I really felt good. And I said, you know what, I'll really live to see my children, because dying, I mean, it's really something that no child or no family should see. So health for me is something really great, and discovering this product and how it works is just amazing. So what happened is that 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I was prescribed a medication, and I was really shocked that there's no prescription for palpitation. So the doctors put me on blood pressure medication to control my palpitations, and that's how I came to, I couldn't live without it. But when I started taking this product, something really happened. For the first time after 8 years, I didn't need my medication. My blood pressure was really, really, I mean, I took it like for 3 weeks, and it was already like, I didn't need the medication again. Even now, when I just take a scoop in the morning, in the evening, it's just like I don't need anything. So truly, this is a wonderful company. This is a wonderful, wonderful product. It's amazing, and I'll really ask anybody to try. It's a company that is really selfless. And as a mom with blood pressure and cholesterol, heart problems, high cholesterol, all of that, is just amazing how Zane and Sukavo has created a wonderful product that will transform lives of others. Living for our families and living for our children in particular is key. And anybody who has those problems will be resolved. I'm full of energy. I mean, I've really lost some weight also, and I'm really grateful. Thank you, Zane. Thank you, Sukavo. I just believe that sharing is caring. Sharing this product and our experience with it is key to saving somebody else's life. Because dying young, dying without reaching the prime is not good for any family. So thank you so much, Zane. I'll continue to share and preach the, preach the word of a wonderful product. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I think one of the things that I loved about Rosa when we first started talking was that she had taken some nitric oxide products and been working on that, but was still taking her blood pressure medication. And so being able to get her off of the blood pressure medication completely was something that we were very happy about because we could do it naturally. So let's just talk, I'll talk in general now a little bit about just nitric oxide and how we can naturally, our bodies are naturally producing nitric oxide, right? It's vital. It's a vital for having a very healthy cardiovascular system, right? That's another system, our cardiovascular system. There's lots of ways you can try to increase nitric oxide levels in your body. The easiest, stop smoking, eat better, and exercise. But here's the reality, and I'm just being very blunt. Most people that we ask to stop smoking don't. Most people that we ask to get out and exercise don't. Most people that we ask to change their diet don't. That's just the reality of it. And then you add, psychological or physiological stress. When all of those things happen, your nitric oxide in your body plummet. Your blood vessels begin to accumulate fatty acids and plaque. So what we want to do is we want to prevent heart attacks. We want to prevent strokes. All of those things can occur when that plaque that starts to accumulate becomes inflamed and it ruptures. Okay. So we can encourage everybody to have healthy production of nitric oxide. That's a great goal to say, hey, get out, practice some deep breathing and meditation and yoga. Get out and exercise. Get out and change your diet. Stop smoking if you've been smoking. One of the cool things about our nitric oxide product specifically is that it's been shown with some of the doctors that to help reverse some of the damage that's been caused by smoking. But what I know is that most people, and maybe that's not you guys, but most people aren't going to change their lifestyle. I'm a good example of that. I love it when I went to the doctors and he would say, you need to reduce the stress in your life. Okay. I have 8 kids and they're all in school and they're all going to, like, how do you want me to reduce the stress? I mean, I didn't know how to do it. I wanted to do it and it made sense, but I knew that if I could increase the nitric oxide levels in my body naturally with naturally great supplements, it was going to help my blood pressure come down. There are lots of reasons why taking a nitric oxide supplement makes sense, even if you are fairly healthy. Nitric oxide, what it does, it helps widen the blood vessels, or a lot of the doctors I work with believe that for sure. So because of that, one of the other benefits that we have seen with this product is that it helps improve blood flow for men who struggle with ED. It is a fantastic, I love what Rose said, it's fantastic at giving energy and helping people feel, even better. There are great articles which we can share, or maybe we can even put those in an email, NIH studies and all sorts of things proving that nitric oxide works. But what I want you to know is not just that nitric oxide works. A lot of people understand that. They understand that, arginine and citrulline and those things can help. What we're trying to get across today is we know that and we've studied that, but we've put it in the perfect formula to give you a better result than anything else out there. It's going to help reduce blood pressure. It'll improve your carotid artery blood flow. It absolutely is an amazing product, and it's designed simply so that people who are struggling, who have high blood pressure, can take it and can see results really quickly. This isn't something we're going to ask you, oh, you won't see a result for 6 months. No, you're going to start to see results quickly. There are a couple other things that happen, but when we increase our nitric oxide levels, and I'll just talk about them really quickly. One of the things that people notice is it can enhance weight loss. So maybe for people who are working on losing weight, it helps your immune system. They've shown that it can help even with people with preventing the common cold. Nitric oxide is used to treat altitude sickness. Anybody who's recovering from any major trauma or injury, they've shown that it works. It can help for people who have foot ulcers from diabetes. It can help improving lung function is a huge one, especially people who have maybe cystic fibrosis. So we've been very blessed and fortunate to work with the right chemists and then be able to formulate a product using the best ingredients, the best cannabinoids. And I just want you to understand that every time we make a cannabinoid product, we're not just trying to find something to throw CBD in. There's so many companies out there that's like, oh, we've got this, let's just throw CBD in there. And CBD is a great cannabinoid. But in this instance, we know that CBG is the best possible thing that we can add to this already impressive stack of ingredients to make our hearts even healthier. And so our goal is to help everybody who's struggling maybe with some heart issues or not feeling as good as they are, that they're going to feel great. I'm going to turn the time over to Steve Jameson, who's been a champion as well for this product in our company, and absolutely love him. But I just wanted you to understand, for us as a company, it's always about how can we create products that will help people see an immediate result and feel better. I mean, that's really what it's about. Steve is in Florida, right, Steve? And he's been with us since about December, although I think you're muted. And we absolutely love him. He's helped us with our company developing some of our technology and some of the other stuff that we're not great at. And he's been an amazing part of everything that we've done, and really appreciate him and taking his time this morning. So Steve, if you would finish us off, that would be fantastic. And then we can have Tammy. I know there's probably some questions and stuff. I've been avoiding that because I've been trying not to look.
Yeah, so make sure everyone puts their questions in the chat. Zane's not going anywhere, and he's here because today is all about the product. Today is all about you. So we're here to answer questions. And what we wanted you to do today is hear from people like Rosa, hear people who actually experience the product. And that's why you're here today, to understand who we are and why we do what we do. And I think to sort of round it out before I turn it back over to Zane, when I started working with Zane, one of the things that he was committed to was not developing a nutritional line of products that just made people feel better or took away some of their symptoms. I mean, we're talking about the quality of nutritional products that actually saves people's lives. So this isn't about replacing your coffee in the morning because you want more energy and don't want to feel lazy in the middle of the afternoon, right? This isn't about losing a few pounds in weight loss. Zane used a great line earlier today. He mentioned, most people. Well, when it comes to health, most people, meaning 80% of all the people you meet, suffer from either obesity, high blood pressure, or type 2 diabetes. And the other 20% probably have an anxiety, stress, or sleep or energy problem. So when you combine, I'm saying nitric oxide with the cannabinoids, or however you say that, sorry, CBD, CBG, CB anything, right? You kind of address 100% of all the people you meet. And if I was going to personally get involved in trying to impact the people I care about, I want to pick a product that is going to have the absolute highest impact and the highest value, not just for myself, but for the people I care about. And the other thing is that we didn't approach nutrition differently just about elevating the stakes of what we're trying to address. We wanted to approach it differently about how we approach the costing of the products. And if someone wanted to build a team, actually and affect as most people as possible. In traditional calls like this in e-commerce or direct sales, at the end of the phone call, they always say, we want you to get back to the person who invited you. And then that usually person tries to sell you the products. Well, here we won't today. I just want you to know that. Today, we want you to know that we want you to register as a customer today. And for doing that, we want to pay you. We want to actually put money on your account today to then look at the products and decide whether you want to purchase them or not, or sample them for free from the person who did invite you. And then we want you to know every single time you buy the products, we're going to give you money back to go shopping again. Because what we learned early on, it's not about having the greatest products, it's making them accessible to every single person you meet. So if you're somebody who knows somebody with absolutely no money, but has absolutely the biggest desire to help people, all they do in our company is register and they have money to go shopping. They get a link to be able to share products and earn money, even if they never purchased a product themselves. So you can earn your way to health. So this is not about the financial position you're in. This is not about being most people, right? This is about being exceptional, about your own health, about your own wealth, and about the impact that you want to have on everyone else. And so I just want you to know we're here for you, not to convince you, not to manipulate you, not to push you. We're here for you because we all have people in our lives that we care about. And if we're doing it for them and we're doing it for ourselves, we want to have you do the same opportunity here in West Palm Beach, Florida, in Salt Lake City, and because of people like Rosa who invite people actually from all over the world. We have an opportunity to do that. So I'll leave you with this simple slogan when people think about our company, is that we like to say we pay people to browse. We pay people who are just thinking about buying our products. We pay people when they shop. We pay people when they tell their friends to shop. And we also pay you if you want to build a team of people that want to do the same thing that you do. So simple approach about the products, simple approach about the business. We care about people. We care about you. So with that, let me turn it back over to you, Zane. Oh, you're on mute, Zane.
My bad, I muted myself. So Tammy, you've been monitoring the chat. Is there any, I did see the one question from Amanda about if any known drug interactions. We don't know of any is the answer. However, legally, my attorney is going to tell me to answer the question is always the same way, which is if you're under the care of a physician or taking any prescription medicines, consult with your physician before you ever take any dietary supplement. That's the FDA guideline that we always have to say. But in our studies and in the studies of everything I've been able to look at, we don't know of any known drug interactions with this particular product. Are there any other questions, Tammy, that people had or that we missed?
Nope, I think we got them all.
Fantastic. One final plug, it tastes great. I say that simply because for me, I want something that actually tastes good as well. So we work really hard on making it taste good, not just being extremely healthy, because if I've got a healthy product and it doesn't taste very good, then I'm probably not as inclined to take it. I love the fact that I take it and it actually tastes pretty good as well. Healthy things oftentimes don't taste the best. So whoever invited you, please, if you would love some samples, we would love to have you try our product. It's fantastic. My favorite final thing I'm going to say is when I was talking with Rosa, and Rosa would send me screenshots of her blood pressure. It was absolutely awesome. It was amazing. She would take a picture of her blood pressure and then take a picture after she had taken the product and show me the difference. And we just love seeing that. We're so glad that we're able to help people. And that's why we got into this, like Steve said. So thank you for joining us on a Saturday morning or afternoon or evening, wherever part of the world you're at. We know you took time out of your schedule to hang out with us. We're grateful for you and thankful for you. So have a fantastic day. Any questions, you can always reach out to Tammy or support@sukavu.com, or you can feel free to call the office between Monday through Friday, business hours of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And we just are so grateful for you guys. Have an amazing rest of the day, wherever in the world you might be. And we'll look forward to catching you hopefully next Saturday as we do some more training on some more products, okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.